Hello students, in last section we have already discussed about the aggregate demand and its components. Means all of you know the national income, means in the national income accounting we have come across the some terms like the consumption, investment, or the total output of the final goods and services in an economy. Means the consumption and the investment, these two terms were used in accounting in the sense means they denoting the actual values of the items which measured by the activities within the economy in certain year. Means these actual values or the accounting values, they are the ex post measures of the items, means the consumption and the investment. Means the consumption and the investment, they can be used with the different manners. Means the consumption may denote not what people have actually consumed in a given year, but they had planned to consume during the same year or same period. And the investment can mean the amount a producer plans to add his or her inventory. Inventory means the stock of the unsold goods or raw materials. Means it may be the different from what the producer wants end of the doing. Students, we also discussed about the measures, the ex ante measures and the ex post measures. And ex ante measures which looks at the future event which is based on the possible predictions, and ex post measures which look at the result only and after they have occurred. So students, today we are going to take the more information about the consumption. Student, all of you know the consumption it is the process of the using the goods and the services. Means here the consumption represents the total quantity of goods bought and used by the consumer during a period. See here, the consumption means which represents the total quantity of the goods and services which is bought and used by the consumer or by the individual during the period, then it is called the consumption. Means here the consumption is the total amount spent on the consumption at given level of the income. See here, in another word, the consumption means it is the total amount and which is spent on the consumption. Means which is spent on using or use of the goods and services. To whom? By the consumer or by the person. How? At a given level of the income. Students, the consumption which is represents or denoted by BC is equal to F in bracket Y. Here the C means the consumption and Y means the income, and F means here the functional relationship. So in this way the consumption represents C is equal to F in bracket Y. Then next concept is the consumption function. What is the consumption function? Students, the consumption function means it is the relationship between income and the consumption. See here, all of you know here. The C means consumption and Y means the income, and F means the functional relationship. So F means here the function, and the consumption function means it is the relationship between the income and the consumption. Here the consumption function assumes that the consumption changes at the constant rate. See here, what the consumption function assumes here? The consumption changes how? At the constant rate. And as income changes, even if the income is zero, the consumption still take the place. See students, here according to the consumption function, the consumption changes at the constant rate, and also as the income changes, and according to the consumption function, even if the income is zero, till the consumption also takes place. See here, the consumption function which is represents here the C is equal to autonomous consumption plus induced consumption. See here C means the consumption expenditure by the household, and these consumption expenditure by the household which is consist of the two components. See here, the consumption expenditure by the household which consist of the two components. First one is autonomous consumption and second one is induced consumption. See here what I say here, the consumption expenditure by the household which consists of the two components. First one is autonomous consumption and second one is induced consumption. Then what is the autonomous consumption? Autonomous means independent. Here the autonomous consumption which denoted by the C dash, and the autonomous consumption which shows the consumption is independent of the income. See here, what the autonomous consumption shows? The autonomous consumption shows us the consumption is independent of the income. Means here the autonomous consumption means the consumption takes place even if the income is is 0. It is because of the autonomous consumption. See here, what is the autonomous consumption? The autonomous consumption means the consumption takes place even if the income of the person is 0. How it is possible? Even the income of the person is 0 till the consumption takes place. For example, see students, the autonomous consumption which occurs when the people have no income. Suppose the people have no income, still they have expenses. All of you know, the people have no income but the person have some expenses. For example, each and every person wanted to fulfill his basic needs, and that purpose he wanted to spend the money on these basic needs. Means here, if the person or the individual have no money or no income, still he have the expenses. Even if the person is broke, still he have the expenses, means he has the basic needs. For example, the food, shelter, or the health care, or maybe the utilities. And for this, the person wanted to spend his income on these basic needs. Still he have no income. Means here, when a consumer is in a situation, they are forced to spend more money than they earn, and which results in this saving. See here, when it is a situation, means a consumer is in a situation, they are forced to spend the more money than they earn. Means here the income of the consumer is less, but he have forced to spend the more money than he earn. Then what is the result? The result is this saving. Means even if the income of the person is 0, till the consumption take place. Why? Because each and every consumer have the basic needs, and each and every person wanted to fulfill his basic needs, because these are the basic needs, and that purpose he wanted to spend the money on the basic need. Then what is the induced consumption? See here, induced consumption, which is denoted by the C1. And these induced consumption which shows the dependence of the consumption on income. See here, in the autonomous consumption, the consumption is independent of the income. But in the induced consumption, the consumption is a dependence on the income. Then what is the induced consumption? The induced consumption means in this process, or this process is applied to all the normal goods and services. Means for the induced consumption, disposable income is 0 when induced consumption at 0. Means here in the induced consumption, it is dependent on the income, means there is a relationship between the income and the consumption. Means here, when the income of the person rises, the consumption of person also rises, but it is less than the rise in income. See here, induced consumption means which is dependent on the income. And all of you know, if the income of the person or the individual increases, then person thinks about to purchase the luxurious goods. Means here, the consumption is dependent on the income. If the income rises, the consumption also rises, but it is less than the rise in income. And if the income of the person decreases, then the consumption also decreases. Why? Because in the industrial consumption, it is dependent on the income. If the income of the person is zero, then consumption also zero. So students, this is all about the consumption and the consumption function. In your examination, they ask you, explain the consumption function. That time you should write the answer like this. This question will be asked for the 4 marks. So students, in this section, we discussed about the consumption, means which represents the total quantity of the goods which is bought and used by the consumer in the during period, and it is also total amount of the consumption at the given level of income. And we also discussed about the consumption function. And consumption function means it is the relationship between the income and the consumption. And consumption function which represents the C is equal to C dash plus CY. Here, autonomous consumption means the consumption take place even if the income of the person is zero. And induced consumption means which denoted by the CY, and it shows the dependence of the consumption on the income. Means when the income of the person increases, the consumption means the use of the goods and services of the person also increases, but it is less than the rise in income. So students, hope all of you understood this concept. Thank you. Hello students, we have already taken the information about the consumption function. And consumption function which shows the relationship between the income and the consumption. Means when the income rises, the consumption also rises. And we will discuss about in the industrial consumption. Means when the income rises by the ₹1, then the induced consumption also rises by the MPC. Then students, what is the MPC? See students, the MPC means it is the marginal propensity to consume. The marginal propensity to consume means it is the change in the consumption per unit change in the income. Then it is called the marginal means here it is a change in the consumption. How? Per unit change in the income. Means when the income changes, then automatically there is a change in the consumption also. So here it is denoted by the C, and which is equal to the delta C divided by delta Y. Delta means the change in the consumption divided by change in the income. So the marginal propensity to consume, which is denoted by delta C divided by delta Y. So here the relationship between the income and the consumption, that is, when the income rises, the consumption also rises. But the consumption rises which is less than the rise in income, and it is always positive, but it is less than the 1. See what I say, if the income rises, the consumption also rises, but means the consumption does not rise in the same rate as income rises, and it is the positive, always positive, but it is less than the 1. Students will explain it with the help of an example. See here. Here the income of the society increases from 1 lakh to 1,20,000 rupees, and the consumption also increases from 80,000 to the 90,000. Then what is the MPC? Here the marginal propensity to consume is delta changes in consumption divided by delta changes in income. And in this example, the changes in the consumption is, see here, it is the 90,000 and 80,000 divided by, here the income increases. First, the income of the consumer is the 1 lakh, right? It increases to 1,20,000. So here, first 1,20,000 minus 1 lakh. So here 90,000 minus 80,000 is equal to 10,000 divided by 1,20,000 minus 1 lakh is equal to 20,000. So 10,000 divided by 20,000 is equal to 0.5. Means here the marginal propensity to consume, it is the 0.5. Means here there is a relationship between the income and consumption, and marginal propensity to consume shows the change in consumption per unit change in the income. But how? When the income rises, the consumption also rises, but the consumption does not rise in the same rate as income rises, and it is also, or it is always possible, but it is less than the 1. So this is all about the marginal propensity to consume. In your examination, they may be ask you, write the definition of the marginal propensity to consume. Then that time you should write the definition of the marginal propensity to consume. Hope all of you understood this concept. Thank you.